Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Terrence Ray back at you with another weekend stock market update. This is where I go over stocks, go over setups to get you ready for the upcoming week. It's the weekend edition. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. Right now, I have a chart up of the SPX. So, let's go ahead and get all the indicators off and just look at it. So, what I like to do is set myself up for the week. Now, currently, the expected move for the week is $114.84. And that is determined by the expected move. You see it? This is the Tasty Trade platform. This is the main platform that I use for trading about 90 to 95% of the time. If you look up here in the top right corner, you'll see where this is the expected move. Now, on the option chain, you can see the expected move for every expiration. So basically, we have options expiring on Monday, right? They're only one day, and the expected move for that day is $49.87. I like to look at the weekly and kind of plot it out from there. And so every Sunday or Saturday, or whatever the weekend happens to be, like if we don't have a trading session on Monday, then I would look at it on Monday for the upcoming week that expires on that Friday. And then that I do the week and I week like that, right? And then I'll look at the monthlies as well if I'm going to be trading, swing trading or whatnot. But the weekly would kind of give me a heads up with how much volatility, how much is being priced into the market. The option market will let you know what's expected. With an expected move like this, it's telling you like, hey, we're going to get big move, right? It's kind of forecasting a large move. That's a high expected move. Normal range is probably around, 60, 70, from just based on my experience. Once you get up over 100, you rocking and rolling. And it doesn't tell me what direction. It just saying like we could get big candlesticks like this. This is Friday. This was Thursday. Those are huge moves. So we could get something Monday could be up here, and then Tuesday be right back here. Right. So we don't know which way, but I know we're gonna get, we got volatility priced in. Now, if we come look at the IV ranks of the SPY, the triple Qs, IWM, we'll see the SPY is like 31 IVR, the triple Qs is 33, IWM is 31. That's letting us know like, hey, that's pretty high for ETFs, those particular ETFs of the indices. Now, let's look at the SPY. If we look at the SPY, we'll see I have you see these colors on here. These are Fibonacci extensions, and I use them as support, resistance, take profit levels. And you can see we got all the way down here to the last level, and this level acted as support. And then this is an hourly chart intraday. You'll see 2 o'clock candlestick, 3 o'clock. So I could see this, guys, being honest with you, I could see this moving up into here next week and then maybe pulling back, right? So I could see some large moves just looking at it intraday wise. How did I position myself? Now I took off my trades Friday going into the close. I did a live stream. I didn't have anything on. All my positions are closed out for the week. So I did throw an iron condor on. Um, and that's just roughly I just wanted to have something on going into the weekend. I don't like going into the weekend without I'm an addict. I don't like going into the weekend without something on. And so I just threw a iron condor on. Vol was high. You can see look at it. If we look at the VIX now, you may say it don't look high. That's just how the chart look. Now when I zoom in, you can see vol breaking out here, right? Now, when we zoom back in like this over the year, you can see the average range of the VIX, like right in here, right around what we'll call it 23 to anywhere between 23 and 12. I could see this getting a little higher over the next couple weeks and challenging this area up around 27, 28, just because of the political, the geo uh, politics that's going on right now, right? So when we know when vol is high, that's a great time to sell options, right? When I say sell options, I'm not implying to go short or long. You can be neutral, you can go short, you can go long, but you can get paid on the movement of the stock or the non-movement of the stock, and you can get paid on volatility contraction, more or less. So let's go look at some stocks that I got that I want to talk about coming into the week. We're gonna go back to the SPY. Then I got a couple other stocks. We're gonna go to the daily chart, throw my indicators on, and let's talk. Right now, we can look at this is a 50 simple SMA simple day. What 50 simple moving average? Can't talk. And you can see right here down at the bottom, the stochastic was oversold. So we was oversold on this move. Now we got a five, what I would call on an intraday. We got an Elliott wave. If I counted this with the Elliott wave, we got one, two, three, four, five. Once you get that, you have divergence at the bottom of your oscillator, and then we'll get something up into here next week. Now, I do think we could get something up into here, and then it can possibly go down some more if vol continues to increase, right? So me coming into the week, if I'm just watching the SPY, which I am, we feel this gap right here. We're coming out from being oversold. We could see a nice whip, Monday or Tuesday, something up into here. So if I was trading this, I would not trade this intraday, to be honest with you. Looking at the triple Qs, intraday, you can see it touched its levels and it's oversold on the stochastic. So I expect something up into here early next week, maybe up until the Qs, maybe up until right around 517, maybe even 520 up here where the 50-day moving average is, right? Same thing with the Q, well, excuse me, with the SPY. We're looking for it to come up into this 50. Maybe you can see the 9-day coming down. So right up and around this range, we should see some resistance. IWM, because it has gone down more than the others. I think we could see it. Here's the 9-day right here. We can see the IWM get back up into this level right around, let's call it 219. Now, I got some other stocks that I'm going to look at on my squeeze watch list. I got Kinder Morgan. At Kinder Morgan, when I say squeeze, that's when I get these red dots down here. So I'm opening up to show you guys how I really like to find trades. And you can see this chop here, right? And I got red dots right here. So what I would do, that you can see it's kind of chopping into a range. When I get that chop like that, then we get one green candle. I'm looking for it to maybe get a pop. So like we're crossing over the 9-day, right? Right here. So we could see something once we get past this 50, then we could move up to close this gap. So a lot of times, I will I will come and put a rectangle on here. And me personally, I'm looking at something like make a box here. And then I want to see it break out of this fractal right here. And then I could look to see if we can take that higher, right? Maybe move down on the intraday. We see it break out of this range right here and then pull back and then maybe try to get long, right? So that's one that I'm not saying to jump in it right now. As you can see, intraday wise, it's already overbought intraday. So you want to see it pull back into this range and then maybe get long. Let's go back to, or possible, let's look at it like this. Because we had this box doesn't necessarily mean I'm just going off of this big green candle here. We could get some chop back and then come down and take this fractal out and go lower. And if we were to get that, then our next level down would be right here, right around we'll call it 24 bucks. So I'm looking for it to break out of either range aggressively. And then I could possibly, take a move, something there. It has a high IV rank. So there's plenty of ways that you can play this. The earnings aren't until April 16th. So you got me, I would not sell any options within that outside of that range. You possibly could do this because earnings are on the 17th. It's possible. Doesn't have a large expected move, which is telling me also that it could just chop until earnings. Now let's go look at Kroger. Kroger, we got another squeeze right here. Look at this. This one looks even better to me. Um, I really like the way this one looks. You had a nice gap up here into this move. So this would have been your initial move, and here's your chop. Generally, we get a little bit of chop. I would like to see my stochastic begin to turn. When that stochastic crosses over right here, and you see the red dot. If it starts to go a little higher, I see my stochastic turn and cross over. That would be something to give me a signal to jump on this to go higher. I don't know why a grocery store would be going higher. Maybe it's because of tariffs. I don't know, right? Maybe prices going higher. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I don't know, but I see in the chart that Kroger is increasing their stock prices going up, right? I would be looking to play this to the upside if we can get a breakout past 66, right? Or you can play it early. I don't recommend playing it early unless you can come intraday and maybe find you a flag. And you can see right here the moving averages are curling up. You got to squeeze on the intraday too. So this would be something that this ain't a bad way to maybe try to take this depending on what it does next week to break out of this range. And everything's on in play because you got a 76 IV rank. So, I could sell a put spread, jump on it by buying stock. It's a lot of different ways. Pfizer, let's take a look at Pfizer. Pfizer, I really like because with Pfizer, we already had an up move, a crossover of all the moving averages, and then we got a pullback. And in that pullback, we got a red dot right here. So the squeeze is on, right? And also, we got a harami, a bullish harami. Generally, when we get those, we get large moves, right? Let's take a look right here. I like these. The best setup in the world right there. Because generally, when you get that, let's go look at the intraday. I just this came up on a scan, so I hadn't looked at it intraday wise. Look at that nice green candlestick on the close last week. You even got divergence down here on the stochastic, right? So I like this. I like this to go higher and take these highs out. There are a lot of ways. Got a 40 IV rank. I could jump on it buying the shares, which I may do. I may be looking. This is one that I should have saved for the paid subscribers, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So here we go. Yeah, I would more than likely I'm gonna jump on this or I'll look at it on Monday to see what it looks like. I could buy shares, do like a covered call. It's a cheap enough stock where I could sell a naked put if I want to. You're not getting a whole lot of juice. You're not getting a whole lot of bang for the buck. So you might as well, for me, I'd probably buy shares. Buy 100 shares and then maybe sell a cheap call. Looking to get a little higher right here. But with that being said, guys, those are what some of the stocks that I'm going to be looking at for the upcoming week. Expect a lot of volatility this week. Expect some whips on in the markets. Now I'm going to do another quick video that I have on stocks to watch, and then this one is going to be for sorry about that. And the stocks to watch is going to be something that I'm doing specifically for members, paying members. And these are some stocks that I have already plotted out that got I got support resistance, I got take profits, and these stocks are even better than these 3 that I just pulled up. So, Imma go into that. I'll do that video, and that video will be members only. So if you're a member, you're a paying member, you'll be able to get access to that video, um, of those stocks, and that's a separate watch list that I keep track of for the members. That being said, guys, I'm gonna be out. Make sure you, if you're interested in that, I'm doing it. It's 24.99 a month. I'm gonna over deliver. Trust me. You ain't gonna find not for that price. Somebody going in that much in depth about the stocks that I'll be looking at for the week. It's not gonna be. Uh, I'm gonna put a lot of work into that, and just so you guys understand, any trades that I take, these are for me. Make sure you're comfortable with 100% loss. I am not a financial advisor, so understand that. And I'm not telling you to do anything. Just got to cover my own behind. Make sure you guys understand that. With that being said, I am out getting ready to do that member video. Peace.